Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Into the Breach. We are playing as the Flame Behemoths, and, well, it's not going well, but we made it to the final battle, and with full grid power, so hopefully the tools that we started the game with are good enough to win the final battle, because that's about what we've got. Oh boy. I don't think it's a good idea to try one of these other islands. It's just going to make things worse. Let's just see if we can put together a win. Keep the streak alive! I don't think so. But we'll see. See what we can do. I look forward to dumping these guys into the water, hopefully. Maybe getting the Firefly leader to attack his friends. I can't believe... I guess it's not the case that both of my pilots got hit by a train. Like, oh yeah, I was trying to save the world, kill a bunch of alien bugs, but I got hit by a train. Man. So that didn't actually happen, but they did both die defending trains, weirdly. Pushing this guy up here seems good. And we can push someone down there to be killed by him. And this guy's not attacking a building. So if we just push both of these guys to somewhere bad... Yeah, like, for example, we could push this guy into lava. Or swap him into lava, I should say. Push this guy down to take 4 damage. Still won't kill him, he has 5 health. But, right, something like this. Attack, swap. Yeah, and push. Sure. I have Vice Fist. Hang on. Let's make sure I'm at least thinking about whether that's useful. Is that useful? No. Well, I could Vice Fist this guy into the lava. Is that better than swapping him into the lava? I don't think so. Ah, because there's a very good reason that it's worse. Because when I push this guy to take damage from the Firefly, I'll be setting him on fire. He'll take 1 more damage, and that means he'll be dead. So that's a big improvement, not using my new weapon. Great. Alright, strong turn 1. Strong turn 1. Let's hope it stays that way. We haven't really started addressing the threat of the leader, which is a problem. It took 1 damage, but it's not on fire, which is like the main indicator that we're making progress. But maybe we can just continue to take advantage of him to kill his friends? Yeah, a single artillery shot here deals with both of these guys, which is good. And then we have these two to deal with, right? The Firefly and the Blob. There's an obvious solution that deals with both of them. I'm just trying to figure out if there's something better. Right, like we can push this guy into the fire and swap this thing with something. Or, we could set this on fire and swap this guy into the fireball. I don't know which of those is better. The question, I guess, is can I find any place good to put this bomb with my swapper? The answer seems to be no. If I could get it to G6, that would be good. Because I plan for this Hornet to be on F6, and then we would take some damage. However, if I swap it into here, that thing will fall into the lava and die, so it's not really helping at all. Is there perhaps some reason I might want to not kill the Firefly Leader? Swap it into something? Anywhere I could put it would be pretty bad for me. I could put it here, that would be fine, but I'd rather just have it dead than that. Yeah, I don't see any particular reason to prefer one direction or the other. If I could swap it to here, that would be great, but we're miles away from that. That's just not possible. So where do I want my mechs? I want them centralized, right? Always centralized. Which means I don't want my flame mech on the corner of the map. Over here. I want him in the center, having dealt with this. So maybe like so? Sure. And then my swap mech on B3. Yes. And in order to do this, I need to be here. Alright. Continuing to stay alive. But there's a lot of threats that we're not dealing with. Eventually it's going to start overwhelming us. There are 6 enemies on the map right now. We're going to start taking damage if we don't get very lucky with those environmental effects or something. I'm going to just... Oh, well, that's lucky. Start having to prioritize minimizing damage rather than preventing it. Yikes. There's a lot going on here. This is a normal crab, so I can afford to take some damage from it if I want, in a play kind of like this. This prevents a ton of grid damage. Not all, but most. Right? The attack order on these guys, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. So I think this is a good start. Then I can drop this scorpion into the water, saving 2 grid damage. And deal with either the digger or the hornet, but not both, preventing 1 more grid damage. We take a total of 1 damage this turn. Which of these 2 is a bigger issue? I'm not really sure. I think it's the digger. He might be harder to get to. So let's do it this way. Hang on, is the Vice Fist useful somehow? No. Alright, just checking. I could also choose to take both of the grid damage and, say, dump this guy into the lava. I don't see much reason to do that. I'd rather save the damage. What's the worst that could happen from this guy next turn? He does 1 damage. Right? I'd rather prevent the 1 damage now than maybe prevent 1 damage in the future. I guess I'll put my mech here. It's a bit more central. Blocks off more access to buildings from the enemies. Rather than put him up here with the Hornet. So, 1 damage, huh? It's not the end of the world. Oh! That's so sneaky! I did not see that coming. I didn't even look at this thing because there was like a blob in the way that I didn't notice. Or didn't really think through the consequences of. Wow, I'm glad. I didn't do it on purpose, but leaving this rock here was genius level play. Since a non-flyer came out, he like can't really do anything. So, an obvious play is this. Killing the blob and the firefly. I think I'm very, very, very likely to make this play, but you know, no need to commit just yet. Another very, very strong play is this, pushing the guy into the fire. And when combined with, say, this... Oh, I can't reach that far. I mean, obviously just this is fine, but I was seeing if I could kill him. Is there anywhere I could put this guy that would kill him? No. Yeah, so this is the way to prevent all grid damage, and that's all I care about at all right now. The one pilot I have is maxed out on levels. We don't lose points for anything. We don't have to prioritize anything except preventing all grid damage this turn. And this is a line that does that. God, look how good the Flame Behemoths are. Play as bad as I've been doing, and we're at least making it to the final fight, phase 2. With 5 grid power, which is like, you know, workable. I can afford to lose 2 pylons and still come out ahead. A beetle. Is that good or bad? I'm not really sure. Yeah, I have no idea. We'll see. Depends on what he does, I guess. Okay, I don't love that. But I guess I can swap him to where exactly? I mean, basically the other side of the bomb. Yeah, and then he'll block this spawn. Great. Okay. Artillery here solves all of the problems these guys are causing. Let's just leave my flame mech doing this, right? I think that that's basically a solution to every problem that I have. It leaves, oops, it leaves a couple Vec alive. Including the leader. But it does kill 2 of them, which is pretty good. And it blocks a spawn, which is also good. So there you go, right? We'll just do this. And this. Yeah, why don't you go stuff it, Jessica? Yeah, just swap him. Doesn't matter where I swap him from. Either way, I'll end up here and he'll end up there. So we'll just do this. And he creates all this fire. Thank you. I guess that's the advantage of the beetle, is that he synergizes with our fire immunity. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm gonna have a lot of trouble getting that beetle on B2, I think. See, here's what I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking I go over here, right? And I swap with this scorpion. That frees my artillery. At which time, I will launch an artillery volley landing on F4. The effect of this will be that we damage the scorpion by pushing it into the blob, which destroys the blob. Furthermore, we set the blobber on fire, and we push the boss into a tile he does not wish to be on. Right? And then, I suppose, I will use my flame mech to destroy this fellow. I could block a spawn instead, but I'd rather just kill this guy, which is what this will do. So yeah, I like this plan very much. Let us execute it. Enact it? I guess you enact plans. You can execute a plan, but it's a little bit weird. And we're just giving up on this beetle. Sorry, we're taking 2 grid damage here. That's part of our budget. Where is my artillery going to stand to attack F4? I believe the only option is A4, which is fine. Just wanted to think about that. I haven't seen a Scion yet. I guess we'll see one next turn. Oh, and these guys start next to each other. That's nice. I get that little bonus going. Oh, a push on this guy won't kill him. Or a, Ah, but this will. So I can kill either one of them. No, this is worse. This is way worse. I want to do this. Yeah. And this also blocks the beetle so that he can't, like, maneuver so well next turn. He can still threaten to charge through me, but, is Renfield Bomb immune to fire? It is. Okay, good to know. He can charge through me, but he can't walk through me. So he can't, like, I don't know. I guess there's nowhere he really wants to go, so it doesn't matter. Alright, let's resist that grid damage, by the way, if you would be so kind. And of course he's on fire, which is nice, but not that big a deal. Oh well, no resist. Unlucky. There's the Scion we predicted. Having some issues. Oh no, you can't. I cannot allow you to do this, Mr. Crab. That will not occur. Oh boy. There is suddenly a lot of bad juju happening to me. I don't even know how to prioritize this. Well, I think probably that the key takeaway here is going to be the abandonment of F6 is what I was going to say, but now I have a better idea. We can choose to take just 1 damage on F6, I believe. If we push the leader into the fire, he will no longer be allowed to charge. Into the lava, I mean. He will no longer be allowed to charge, which means that this attack will hit the leader, and only the ordinary scorpion will be able to damage this pylon. We'll take just 1 damage. Now, this alpha crab is threatening 4, so we're clearly dealing with him. The most powerful way I see of doing that involves dumping him in the lava. Now this, of course, is a big problem also. The alpha beetle and the scion are together threatening 4 damage on the Renfield bomb. So I cannot allow this to occur. I could try to address the situation by pushing the bomb away. But that doesn't, like, that leaves the Scion still alive, the Beetle's still alive, we have a lot of issues. So what I think is a good idea, but I haven't yet proven it, is this. Of course, after I swap the guy into lava. This deals 1 damage to the Scion, which doesn't matter all that much. But it does make it a little bit easier to kill him next turn if that's what I need to do. And it pushes the Beetle out of the way so that the Beetle will defeat the Scorpion for me, and I'll have 1 less threat to deal with next turn. I think we're actually killing the Beetle leader, right? By pushing him into the lava here? He takes 2 damage from the push, 1 from the fire, and 1 from the Firefly. That's 4. He'll be at 1 and on fire, and therefore dead. So that's good news. But this Scion, let's see, hang on. Scion Tentacle takes place after fire damage, so he's only doing 1 damage to everything. Which I think I can stomach. Is there something better than dumping this guy into lava? It's hard to imagine. Especially since he's attacking after everything, so I can't even use him to kill something. I think I like this play well enough to execute it. So, there you go. You're in Dead Town. Oh, you know, I should... Yeah, I guess I did have to do it in this order. Okay. You get out of here and go kill that Scorpion for me. And you are going to kill the leader and save some power. It's too bad these two don't have their orders swapped. If so, this would be a stunning turn. As it is, we're probably taking 1 damage here. But you never know, we could resist. No dice. Yeah, down goes the leader. Good work. We just have to avoid taking 2 grid damage this turn. Easier said than done, I think. But I suppose when you can expend your units, if necessary, it's not quite such a daunting task. So this leader, we've already determined, is dead. He is not a concern. We can push this guy into the lava, killing him. The Scion is dead. I think, by Jove, I think this is going to work. This guy's already an AI, so I don't mind losing him. Although I guess this doesn't lose him, come to think of it. So I think, in fact, that this mech is dealing with both of these sufficiently. which means the only threat to deal with is this Alpha Hornet, and he can only do 1 damage. So we've actually won, even if all I do is this. But it would be nice to do more, wouldn't it? Just to be sure. Well, we're gonna start with this. This is too good to pass up. That's the 1 damage. We could swap this guy onto this tile, or shoot him onto some other tile. Does it matter which? Yes, it matters a lot. If I swap him here, he'll attack this, and then I'll die. So let's not do that. Let's just move to here, push him, and push the bomb also, not that it matters. And then he will attack there, which is nothing. And, that's the game, right? What else can I do? I don't know. Here. Be deader. Just in case fire doesn't work this turn. Okay, I'm amazed we came out with the win here. After bungling 2 serious... bungling 2 missions, resulting in 2 serious handicaps. I was able to string together the win. An unsatisfying 2-island win, but still. You know, we picked up 1 achievement? 2 achievements? I don't know. We'll find out. And we kept the streak alive. The 6-game win streak has been saved. And the planet, you know, so there's that. What was our score? Pretty abysmal, right? Well, actually, we did okay on grid power. Allison bears in the robotic autopilots. 14,366. You know, given that the max for a 2-island win is 15,000, not bad, right? Yeah, I mean, it's not good. Yeah, we'll send back this person with these awful upgrades. Alright. Yeah, we did. We got 2 achievements. Quantum Entanglement, that was the other one. I can't believe we won that. I feel like these guys are so strong. Just in general, I don't know. You have to do so much damage. As long as you're willing to wait a little while for it to happen. So, the 2 remaining squads... Well, we don't have as many coins as I thought we would. But we just have to pick up 2 in the next mission, run through, which should be possible. Are the Frozen Titans and the Blitzkrieg. I am not good at either of them. Blitzkrieg lack a science mech. And I guess also so do the Frozen Titans. Interesting. So these guys are kind of all about getting enemies adjacent to each other and then using an attack that damages all enemies that are adjacent to each other. Basically, the first mech, the Prime, does all the damage, and the other 2 try to get enemies into position for him. And meanwhile, these guys are sort of about, like, I don't know. The cryo launcher is very strong. You can freeze an enemy. I don't know which one to try. I guess I'll go with the Blitzkrieg. So there they are. We have a lightning mech, a hook mech, and a boulder mech. And these guys have an achievement I don't like at all. Finish the first 2 islands in under 30 minutes. I don't think I can do this in hard mode. And it's not a lot of fun to go back to easy mode just to crank out achievements, but I feel like I will want to do that at some point. Want is a strong word. What bothers me about this game is that, okay, so look at all the squads you can unlock. We're going to have plenty of coins left over to get the Frozen Titans, right? We'll have all the squads, but haha, joke's on you. once you have unlocked everything, it says, by the way, there's a new squad available, and they cost 25, which just happens to be all of the achievements. It's a secret squad. You can get them if you want. And, like, I don't really enjoy grinding for achievements, but I want to play and see what that squad's all about. So what am I supposed to do? Like, grind for achievements, I guess, in easy mode, just so I can play, like, some... I don't know. Maybe I'll find a way to edit the save file so I don't have to do that garbage. I'm not really an achievement hunter, personally. I would be happy to just skip them to get to the... That's why I liked 868hack, which had, like, unlocks, but said, hey, you know, if you ever feel like it, just push a button and we'll unlock everything for you. It's really just there. Like, I think the unlock system for all of these, I like it. It's good. By the way, like, we're not playing any more game in this episode. If you don't like listening to me talk about game philosophy, you know, wander off. I like the unlock system for all of these. It encourages you to play with these guys in a way that is consistent with what they're good at. It encourages you to play simple, stronger squads until you can have a little more practice with the game, and then you can unlock the harder ones. I would not mind if there were a button to say, please let me unlock all of the squads. But there are plenty of coins in the game that, without having to, like, grind a bunch, you can unlock all of the squads that exist. It's just the existence of this secret squad that you have to get every achievement for, and that really does require grinding and, like, doing stuff you might not want to. I wish that that was opt-in, or opt-out, or whatever. That I could say, no thanks, that doesn't sound like fun to me, but I would like to play with the secret squad anyway. I think FTL had some of the same problem. Like, I don't know, did it? Maybe. There was an interesting article about FTL's unlock system and how it... I actually don't remember now whether... It was about, like, how... Yeah. So the argument was against unlocks because the unlocks tend to be stronger than the initial guys. And in a roguelike, you should sort of learn to treat death as the ultimate lesson, right? If you are playing badly, you will lose. And if you lose, it is because you played badly, and you should say, maybe that was a bad way to play, and you learned something. But if there's unlocks available, which you can get, that are more powerful, you'll say, oh, I played fine, I just didn't have a strong enough squad, or whatever, right? Or an FTL, a strong enough ship. And it distracted from the lesson of death, which is important for roguelikes. So, I don't know. I think that this game does a good job with it, except for, like, this secret squad that you can get. And I would like to opt out of that, but I can't. So I'll see if there's a save file editing thing for that or something. But that's getting ahead of ourselves. We still have 2 more squads to win with. Hopefully all in a row, fingers crossed. But probably not. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that playthrough. It was a bit more hectic than some of the others, even though it only went to 2 islands. Well, who am I kidding? They're always hectic. Something goes wrong. But that one went wrong in a more spectacular and noticeable way. Anyway, I'm done talking now. Sorry if I kept you. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.